If I could sing, I would not sing of the fallen city of Ealaíon and glories gone, or Hector's blood dried and stained in sand beneath that wretched Scian gate, nor plagues, or that bad old world from which we came, nor all the ravage and the loss. No, if I could sing, I would sing of my mother's island, far out to the west, rising, sea-plucked, spray-lashed, a citadel of stone, walled deep in the blue ocean. This other Troy, this Irish Troy, closer to the sinking sun, unconquered. I would sing of green mountain, stone and cliff, salt grasses, sacred rowan trees, wandering bands of fattening white-wooled sheep, and the sound of surf running river in the air, and the last roads of a continent draining into water. I would sing of an unhaltered sky, another ocean of fighting cockcrow clouds, red, yellow, grey, black, filling up the eye to infinity. If I was given voice, I would sing too of a savage place, of newborn storms come in rage from the wild waters to the west, to tear at earth, tree and rock and shake the world and windows in terror. I would whisper in weary fear of lying buried fathoms deep, awed again by this wind god, returned like Achilles to suck the air, life, roof, bed, all within, up into the maelstrom. I'd sing of days of darkening rain, walls of water tall as a mile, black clouded columns, armies out to sea, sweeping landward, then bursting on the earth in attack, pouring in deluge on all the works of man. Before heather hillside, silver vein cascading back, the waters salt and fresh, mingling in lover's frenzy at sea ocean's edge. And sing too of those summer days when the sun rises in a god chariot behind Minnon to the east, blazing through air blue heavens, whilst dolphins leap in surf so close to shore that you could swim to them in play. I would sing of a green glass sea, of sweating stillness, of the languid drift of turf smoke like perfume over the villages, and sing on too for those guardians at the gate, the blue-eyed sheepdogs of Diconella, deliciously spreading themselves out on tar and gravel road to cool their molten fur bodies. I would sing of time unedged by dawn or dusk, laid out as far as the mind can see, and I remember, flat like the bright virgin strand and the sand between your toes, and the light, never leaving, the shimmering silver mirror of sky and sea, the burnishing sun fleeing westward beyond midnight, then falling in a great bloody orb behind Crohan and into America. And sing on for the people of this aged place, of those born and gone, of old clackens of houses once shelters before the storm, now stone-toothed ruins broken open to the elements, twin gable-ended tombstones enclosing departure and loss, their grave flowers nettle beds, every bone bleached clean, every nail, wire and stick strewn like a relic across this island of perpetual exile. And sing on for those who stayed. For if I could sing, I would sing of the oldest faith of mankind that never died here, even after that other Troy fell to the Greeks. In my praise song I would sing on and on for my island mothers and fathers, who in coffin, timber, hearse and cart, poverty and strain, never faltered to cradle the dead to rest. water, fire, suicide or rage, cancer, youth or age, whatever circumstance, if you could hear my song, you too would listen in rapture to the Emro Kincha, keening women crying out, heart-struck still for Hector and his children, sundered in the same grieving that the living and the dead must commingle in the sickening, the dying and the grave. Ancient and new in eternal chorus, mourners, keeners, pilgrims at the wake, bound to in sure belief that in this unselfish giving to the dead, that newborn sons and daughters will spring from the lamenting wombs of the pulsating living. And sing on for Hector's followers, who stood sentry over the battered Trojan prince in that dire hour of defeat, to guard the passage out of his departing soul and man the gate of chaos until Hades' invading horde were vanquished and the glorious life-giving sun rose in victory again. Immortal soldiers, stalwart, forever gathering themselves, dying in each other's lives and living on in each other's death at every wake ever since. In my praise song I would sing on and on for my island mothers and fathers who were never vanquished and still hold fast the line in the ice cube touch of a corpse's hand and the warm palm of the bereaved, ever ready to share death day's sorrow, the cut wound, the slashed grave on Slievemore Mountain. So sorry for your trouble, so sorry for your trouble, on and on until the last of the tears and mourning line exhaust themselves, giving all in death that we, the living, can, our very presence. No, if I could sing, I would not sing of the fallen city of Ealaíon and Hector and plagues and glories gone, but of this, my mother's island, far out to the west, rising, sea-plucked, spray-lashed, a citadel of stone, walled deep in the blue ocean, where the last best hope of humanity beats on, that mortal being incarnate in flesh shall not live, love, or die alone. And if I could sing, if we could sing together, my brothers and sisters, surely then we would never stop the singing of this song.